Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. I hope that everybody's doing well and swell. I hope that you slept well, and I hope that you had a fantastic work week. Happy Friday. I want to say good morning to Trish. She was the first person to drop down at 3 a.m. Wonderful, Trish. You're amazing. Thank you, Trish. I want to say good morning to Sally O'Malley member. She said she was already laughing at the title. She doesn't even know what it means. Good morning to Born Dog and good morning to Gemini 75. Thank you so much for the donation. It is much appreciated, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did want to come to y'all with this cute little avatar. No, this is not Zulu. It is not Zulu, but this was the thumbnail of one of the dog picture. Okay, so in my algorithm, I do get a lot of puppy videos and animal videos and doggy videos and stuff. I guess it gets recommended to me because of Zulu, but I thought this was the cutest little picture of this dog. I always enjoy seeing people and how they customize their dogs. You know how some people might give their dog a mohawk. Some people actually take their dogs to the groomer and will get their dogs like hair dyed and stuff. But this particular pet owner ended up getting their dog a bowl cut. And I thought this was so cute. He was so cute. So I did make this my thumbnail temporarily. If you needed a great laugh this morning, I hope that this little doggy with the bowl cut made you laugh. I did use this picture when I clicked Pizarro's link 2 days ago. So I think he is so cute though. He is very, very dapper. Almost like he is like he is at a job interview or something. He got his hair done. He is at a job interview. He is very attentive, paying attention to the audience and everything what all of y'all have to say. Good morning. The page that I got it from, it was just one random. It was one of those random dog compilation videos. I have to find the exact video and share with y'all, but you know how it be like it'll just have like a 30-minute video of like a whole bunch of different dog videos, compilated a compilation from like TikTok and Instagram dogs and everything. And the thumbnail was there. But I try to find it and share it to my community wall for you, Sally O'Malley. Good morning to Leslie Granville member. Good morning to everybody. So yeah, I wanted y'all to get a good kiki about this dog. Now that I let y'all laugh about him, let's go ahead and put my own avatar back up here, shall we? Okay, it is I. I'm back by popular demand. And I want to thank you guys so much for liking the video as y'all come in. Good morning to Donna Hughes. Good morning to everybody. So I do have a interesting little show for y'all this morning. I hope that y'all ready. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here I come. So I wanted to go ahead and start first off with some non-mess news because I wanted to ease into the mess. So, in non-mess news, I did want to tell y'all that Demetra Lit All Day is back up on her channel. And I was scrolling and she ended up posting a picture up on her community wall that was quite shocking to me. So I went to go look up the pictures myself. I actually put this picture up in here and meant to bring it to y'all this past Wednesday, but I forgot. So I'm gonna bring it to y'all now. And I'm gonna title this Guess Who? And I wanna say Guess Who? Now, this is not the picture that Demetra had up. This is the picture that I went to go find myself. But I do say Guess Who to y'all. Any guess, y'all? Any guess whatsoever of who you think might be up on the screen? Who you are looking at on the screen here? I know some people might say that it looks like The Walking Dead or American Horror Story or something. Um, but it is not The Walking Dead. It is not American Horror Story. It is none other than Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. I cannot believe it. Oh, Lady V. Lady V guessed, and you are correct, and so did Sally O'Malley. Yes. Oh my goodness, y'all. Demetra first posted their picture this past weekend, and I could not recognize them. So of course I thought it was AI. I'm like, don't tell me that Demetra done got caught up with the okey doke and she done fell for some AI mess. Only for me to go looking for myself, and no, Demetra did not post AI. This is actually them today. And what's so crazy about it, y'all, is they are the same age as I am. I grew up with them. They were born in 1986, just like I was. I just think they are older than me because I think they were born like in January or February or something. So they've already turned 40. They are no longer in their 39th year. I'm in the last few months of my 39th year, about to turn 40, and it baffled me when I saw how they look now. I don't know if it's them just not aging well, or if it could be some type of habit or substance abuse that they might have had going on. I don't know if I want to blame Hollywood. I don't know what to blame about this. Facially, they don't even look how they used to look. I mean, they used to be so cute as like a little girl and growing up and everything. They used to make me wish that I had a twin sister. I grew up wanting a twin because of them. It Takes Two was one of my favorite movies with them. And to see what they have become in 2026 is just unreal. But I wanted to give y'all this picture because I can't believe that they look this way. And then it made me think about the beef sector, where the beef sector is always talking about how old people look. They stay shading people, talking about the younger people around here look so old as hell. Well, these ladies are actually my age, and looking at this picture of them, I cannot tell that they the same age as me. I would have walked past them thinking that they was like 65 years old. Meanwhile, they just turned 40. Unbelievable. Now, some people would say that it's because they are clear people. People say that clear people don't age well, but no, I think it's something else going on with them. But either way, I did want to bring them to your attention. They are alive and well in 2026, but they look like this. Next thing that I wanted to touch on with y'all, that's non-mess news, is Queen Latifah. Y'all, why in the hell Queen Latifah got a little boy? Now, this right here was quite impressive. Who would have thought that Queen Latifah would secretly go through a pregnancy and have a baby? And he is currently 6 years old, looking just like her, the spitting image of her. And she brought him out to the world and let him walk the red carpet with her. I think that is so cute. Now, I did grow up being a fan of Queen Latifah, specifically her rap, and watching her on Living Single and everything. I really liked Queen Latifah. She was definitely an inspiration. Well, Peeper, I believe that she is gay. I don't know if this was in vitro or what. Cause I still don't know. I gotta do my research to see exactly the depths of this pregnancy. But I do think that this might have been like an in vitro, because she rich as hell, so she could pay for these types of things. Where she might have had the baby that way. I still gotta research. But I do know that she has a domestic partner. Yes, she has a girlfriend or a wife or a fiance or whatever. And I guess they decided to bring a baby into the world, almost like the Brat and Judy. Just like the Brat and Judy, how the Brat and Judy had brought a baby. I believe that Queen Latifah has done the same. This little boy is 6 years old. His name is Rebel. And yes, he looks just like her. Such a cute little boy. Such a cute little boy. Okay, Sally O'Malley, you think she had a surrogate? You know, it made me think of the whole controversy that happened when Blue Ivy first was born. You remember when everybody was swearing up and down that Beyonce was never pregnant and that Beyonce had somebody else carry the baby and then Blue Ivy just all of a sudden showed up? Because I mean, now years later, Blue Ivy looked just like Beyonce and Jay-Z up and down. So we could never say that that Blue Ivy is not their child. She looked just like them. But as far as surrogate, you know, people were saying that Beyonce didn't carry her baby. And I'm trying to figure out how come nobody noticed Queen Latifah be pregnant, because this little boy is 6. So her pregnancy would have had to have been around 2019 or so, which I almost feel like COVID might have been the perfect time for her to go through a pregnancy, because with him being 6 years old, that would have put her pregnant around 2019, 2020. So COVID had shut everything down. They weren't doing as much filming in Hollywood and in the industry and things like that. So maybe that was the opportune time for her to go through this process and end up having a baby. But yeah, I thought he was cute. Looking at this slightly made me have baby fever, just slightly. But then I thought about the fact that you got to deal with them for 18 years after the fact. And then I was like, nah. But also, the thing that I wanted to say is Queen Latifah is old. And if she, y'all, is she 50? Queen Latifah got to be about 50. So that means that she had this baby up in her 40s. Had to. She had to have had this baby up in her 40s. Almost like what Janet Jackson was having babies super old. So yeah. What is good to Angela White, member? What is good to Fluffy Stuff? Good morning. Okay, so Fluffy Stuff said I think her partner carried the baby. And then Sally O'Malley said the streets are saying Brett and Judy broke up. Good morning, Ray Triggs, moderator member. Okay, I didn't know that Brett and Judy could have broken up. But I wouldn't put it past them. But yeah, I thought this was worth noting. Queen Latifah and her little boy. Such a cutie. Such a cutie. Okay. Now that I got that part on out the way, we can go ahead and get to a little bit of the mess. So, and I guess before I even do the mess real quick, it's only fair, y'all. It's only fair before I get into the bulk of the mess. Okay, so in messy news, they are still trying to form the new sector. As you all know, I have been jokingly calling it the hit and run sector, which I think is a fitting name considering the fact that Lemon is one of the co-founders and pioneers of this sector. It should be called the hit and run sector. Pizarro is also a part of it. Then I thought about calling it the sour troll sector. Sour because Lemon is sour, and then troll because Pizarro is troll, the sour troll sector. I've heard so many different names for this sector currently, and I actually find it fun to, think about different innovative names to give to that sector. But either way, Pizarro was so sure that oh, they're broke, no money. Oh, they ran out of money. Okay. And see, having a baby will do it. Having a baby will do it. Babies are costly. I hope that they baby didn't put them bankrupt. I hope Brett and Judy didn't go bankrupt because they had a baby together. But it will do it. But yes, so with this new sector, Pizarro was so sure that Lady Nika was going to join this new sector. She had already counted that as one of her ducks in a row. Pizarro already thought that she had Lady Nika on board, only for Lady Nika to click Pizarro's link on Wednesday, and Lady Nika had to let Pizarro down easy. And Lady Nika said, you know, I bought and paid for my land years ago. My land is bought and paid for in this beef sector. I will support you in your endeavors. I will support whatever you decide to do. But I'm going to stay here in the beef sector with the land that I bought and paid for. And I'm not going to the new sector, but I will visit from time to time and support. That's what Lady Nika said. Lady Nika bursts Pizarro's bubble because Pizarro just been under the impression that everybody was just going to follow her. This is the weird thing. Pizarro has been under the impression that because she said this, everybody, essentially Pizarro was thinking with her putting this idea out here that it was going to be like her saying jump and the entire sector saying hi hi. This is one of the reasons too why I was very adamant about don't include me or don't even think about include me. Hell no, I'm not following these motherfucking 2.0s no damn well. I refuse. But specifically, she really thought that Lady Nika was just gonna go. Pizarro thought that she was gonna say, and Pizarro thought that she was gonna say jump, and Lady Nika was gonna be like, how high, wench? But instead, Lady Nika didn't. Lady Nika stuck to her guns, and she said that she not moving to the new sector. So Pizarro does not have the star power that is Lady Nika to back her up in the new sector. So she's a little floundering. Plus, from what I heard too, Lemon is being flip floppy as far as the new sector, which I knew that he would. Essentially, he wants to be a part of it as long as it's successful. But he said that if he is a part of it and it's not successful, then he want to be able to come back to the beef sector. He said that he is entertaining the idea, but he is not fully ready to commit to the idea. Pizarro was actually getting frustrated at Lemon for having a hard time even wanting to commit to this new sector thing. But of course, I've been told y'all that Lemon is selfish. Lemon is he only thinks about himself. And so for that reason, he is lukewarm when it comes to this sector. Even though when he was just on Pizarro's earlier this week, he was gung ho for it, ready to build it and everything, up until he saw that everybody wasn't trying to go. And it's crazy to see them be shocked that people ain't trying to go. This is how y'all must know that y'all done inflated these two fools' egos so much so that they thought just the thought of them throwing this idea out here that the entire beef sector was going to pack up and follow them. And I did say the word follow them. The fact is, many of us OGs are not followers. We weren't followers back then. Otherwise, we couldn't have solidified ourselves in this space. So therefore, even with Pizarro coming up with this bright idea to start this sector, she was assuming that people would want to follow her, almost like, hey, we want to be with them. We need to be with them. No, no, no. Jay Wilson said he ain't going. Honest Rose said he ain't going. The Misso said she ain't qualified to go. I wasn't gonna go because I'm tired of the new people already. But then they also said that I'm not qualified, but me trying to go was not even a thought in my mind because I'm not a follower. I would prefer for them to go elsewhere. But there are several content creators that they just assumed was going to follow them that's not following them. So now, where they once seemed a bit confident about this idea of this new sector, day by day, their confidence is dwindling down. Dwindling down. Okay, so people called it the devious sector. Okay, the devious sector. I like what you did there. Sally is asking if Brianna is going. Not that I know of. I haven't heard anything about Brianna. I'm sure that Pizarro is probably going to drag her bestie with her, but I really don't know because Brianna kind of opened up shop at Patreon. Good morning, Melissa Scott. She opened up shop at Patreon, so I doubt that she is trying to rush to go. That's for sure. Now, um, yeah, so it looks like people are not gung ho to go. However, they've still been planning with the new sector regardless. And the last thing that I heard is they have chosen Ghetto Intellect to be the first new content creator to kick off their new sector. Ghetto Intellect has agreed to be the spokesperson slash guinea pig slash face of this new sector, in which Ghetto says that he will be the first person to go live. Because they are building a new space where there is supposed to be no docs and no this, no that. Um, and so many new content creators and subbies and stuff are evolving out of this idea. Ghetto said that he will be the first person to go live. And I believe Pizarro said that Ghetto will be going live for the first time to represent this new sector on Sunday, y'all. On Sunday. So if y'all see Ghetto Intellect in these YouTube streets, be sure to click on his profile so that you can go ahead and subscribe to his channel if y'all want to go. Oh, so Melissa said you were going. Okay, Melissa said she was going to the new sector. Okay, Melissa. If y'all want to see Ghetto's breakout new sector thing, subscribe to him. Now Pizarro did put a whole bunch of rules down for them, which Pizarro seems to be the person to make the rules. I'm not sure if she's the person to enforce the rules. But they cannot talk about beef sector people. They kind of have to just leave us alone and ignore us. They have to pretend like we don't exist. So the question that I came up with is like, well, what in the hell is Ghetto gonna talk about then? Ghetto gonna go live for the first time, which as many panels as he hit, I know damn well he should be able to do a decent job because he always be on panels with people. But I just wonder what in the hell is he gonna talk about, since one of the rules that Pizarro gave is that they can't talk about us. Oh, Melissa said nope, I was not going. Okay, you were not going. Okay, got you, Melissa. I see you just woke up. That was a typo. Okay, got you. But I wonder what Ghetto is gonna talk about, because Ghetto can't. I mean, because Lemon is supposed to be with them in the new sector, I guess he could talk about Lemon, but he really can't talk about the people that he left behind. Also, not only that, Code is saying that he does not want to go to the new sector, but he is a 2.0. So I think that he will return back to his Umar sector roots. That's the only fair. Which, speaking of Code, well, actually, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, or do I? Or do I? No, I'm not gonna put the cart before the horse. I'm gonna stick a pin in that. But I have more to say about Code here in a few minutes. Um, but yeah, so Ghetto is going to kick off the new sector. Also, there were a lot of subbies who said that they want to join the new sector with Pizarro and Lemon, and that they will be willing to go live and everything, which I think is kind of weird, because to those subbies out there, Pizarro can't stop her own self from being doxxed. So how in the hell are y'all putting y'all's trust in her that she gonna be able to keep y'all from getting doxxed? Let's start there. That's numero uno, question number one. VS is over there on her community wall wearing Pizarro's ass the fuck out. So if Pizarro can't even protect her own self from a doxing, how is she convincing all of y'all subbies to come from out of y'all anonymity, start clicking links and pressing live buttons and things like that, as if she is going to be able to protect y'all from being doxxed. I think some of y'all subbies are very gullible and naive. If you think that Pizarro can, make sure that y'all don't get doxxed. Make sure that y'all kids don't get dragged. Make sure that dead people in y'all's family don't get dragged. Make sure that people don't drag y'all. You know, she done promised a lot of things to this new sector people that I don't believe she's gonna be able to fulfill. I don't believe Pizarro is going to be able to protect y'all from all of these things that she has promised. So I just want to say to the subbies who have jumped on this bandwagon and said that they're going to start going live in this new sector, I don't know how Pizarro is going to be able to protect y'all because she can't even protect her damn self. Good morning to Miss BB member. Good morning to Dreamy Genie Blue. Good morning to Leon. Good morning to Born Dog. Good morning to good morning to Ladon member and Dreamy Genie Blue member, Miss BB member. Good morning to EXO. Good morning. I hope you're doing well, EXO. And then good morning to let me see. Born Dog said Envy and Rod hit a panel yesterday. It was a ride out into the sunset. I don't know nothing about no panel now. That I'm not sure of. But yeah. So I just wanted to give y'all that latest news because there were so many subbies that was in Pizarro's chat that was saying that they are definitely joining this new sector and that they're gonna start going live. They said they want to test their chops going live over there, but I think that's how it lets me know that they are so delusional to believe Pizarro that won't even show her own self because she is fearful of being doxxed, and VS that is relentlessly on this journey to not necessarily expose her but to be able to serve her legally. So y'all don't have that much protection, subbies. Y'all might want to rethink that. Next thing on my agenda, and please like the video if you've not. So Krista and Pills was a big talking point yesterday. I guess they had an explosive argument on YouTube cameras on Wednesday, which I did end up catching YouTube cameras replay to check that out. Essentially, Blake must have made a community wall post or did a video on YouTube saying that he was driving over to Krista's house. Pills felt like that was disrespectful, that Krista didn't check Blake talking about he was about to come to visit Krista at Krista's house. Krista said that her and Blake are friends, that Pills didn't have anything to worry about, and that she can't control Blake. She said Blake has always known her address, where she lives. So if Blake decided to get up in his car to come to her house to visit her, she cannot control Blake, nor can she stop Blake from visiting her. Pills felt like that was unacceptable and not a decent excuse from Krista. So he kind of had it up to there in which he was ready to break up with her. So you kind of had that type of situation going on with them yesterday. Now, after YouTube cameras ended her live, Pills did go live to give his part of the issue, to give his stance about it. And while Pills was giving his point of view, he spoke about his love for Krista, how much they have gotten along with each other while they've been developing this love affair / bond. And he ended up spilling some of Krista's tea. So while Pills was giving his story about him and Krista together, Pills ended up letting it be known that it was one day him and Krista were FaceTiming. Krista had her phone set up on the tripod in the room. And of course, it was set up on the tripod in front of her, and she was, sitting up in front of it talking very close to the camera like what we are used to her doing. Peel said that Krista, while she was in mid conversation, she went to turn to look the other way, and her wig that she was wearing swooshed and hit the cell phone off of the tripod that it was sitting on top of. So when her wig whooshed and hit the cell phone off the tripod, the cell phone tumbled down to the floor, and Pills was able to see a wheelchair. A wheelchair. Pills said that he saw that wheelchair. He knew for a fact that it was a wheelchair. He said that Krista hurried up and grabbed at the phone and tried to sit it back up on the tripod, like where it was. And when she set it back up on the tripod, it was very awkward between them. And Pills was reassuring her that it's okay, even though he saw the wheelchair, it's okay because he liked her for who she is. Pills said that Krista tried to convince him that he did not see a wheelchair. He told her, yes, he did see the wheelchair. The phone fell and he saw it. Krista tried to convince him that his eyes were deceiving him and that that's not what he saw. So they ended up going back and forth, Pills and Krista ended up abruptly disconnecting the call. Pills said that he has not been able to FaceTime with Krista since that day because Krista has been awkward, if not embarrassed, about the fact that she knocked the phone off the tripod and the wheelchair ended up being shown in the camera frame while she was FaceTiming with Pills. Pills said since that day that anytime him and Krista speak on the phone, it's strictly on the phone and not on the video chat. They're not video chatting anymore because she refused to do the video chat because of that happened. Pills again said that, he was trying to reassure her that none of that mattered. It didn't matter. But to Krista, it feels like it does matter. So Pills revealed all of this yesterday up in his live. Krista caught wind that Pills was telling this story over there on his own live. And Krista proceeded to go live to combat what Pills was saying. She said that she can't believe that Pills would tell this out here in the public. She said people are just going to pick up this information and run with it or use it against her, and she can't believe that he would betray her like this. She said that she was going to seek a lawyer. She said she contacted a lawyer because she feels like Pills is trying to defame her and expose incorrect information about her out here. So she's getting a lawyer. Now, in Chris's video where she talked about getting a lawyer, I did catch the replay of that, but then also I did scroll down in her comment section of that video, and I saw one person leave a comment that said, just Krista, you can't even afford StreamYard. So if you can't pay for StreamYard, how do you expect us to believe that you are paying for a lawyer? Then I saw another commenter say, just Krista, you can't even afford to pay the back taxes that you owe from being monetized on YouTube. So how are we to believe that you can afford a lawyer? So the people up in her comment section were calling her out about these discrepancies underneath the comment section of her video. Good morning to E-Money member. Good morning to everybody coming in. So Krista is currently threatening legal action against Pills now because Pills disclosed that information. Now, Krista denied the wheelchair, but Pills said that Krista would deny it because Krista and him kind of had a little bit of a scuffle because she was trying to convince him that he didn't see the wheelchair and he refused to go along with that when he knows that he saw the wheelchair. So that story is unfolding as it relates to Krista and the wheelchair. All right, moving along. Honest Road was live bright and early yesterday morning. He definitely had a little comedian spirit about him, in which he was, you know, giving a little light drag to the Billy Goat. Honest Road was speaking about the fact that Billy Goat has posted on his community wall that he is now going to turn his trauma and pain about his computer being looked at by Lemon. He's going to turn that into a book. He said that he's going to write a book about how he was outed. Honest Road did a live pondering a few things. How in the hell can a 30-year-old man write a book about being outed at the age of 30? Honest Rose said, how can someone write a book about being outed when they have a freak Twitter for the entire world to see them pumping deek in other men? Honest Rose said, how can Lemon out him to the internet when the Billy Goat has already been outed by the internet on the freak Twitter? And then Honest Rose said, Brooke also was probably one of the first people that said something about the sexuality of the Billy Goat. Um, but Honest Row is basically saying that at the age of 30, you are too old to be talking about you got outed, and especially writing a book. Honest Row said that the Billy Goat should do a documentary about it because nobody is interested in reading a book that the Billy Goat writes. Honest Rose said, do a documentary, like edit one together, like a Billie Jean type of documentary about him being outed and call it a day because nobody is trying to buy a book about a 30-year-old man writing about how he outed himself because he was all over the internet doing homosexual things. So he can't say that he was outed because of his computer. Honest Rose stood firm in his belief. I had a good key listening to Honest Rose perspective and his point of view. Honest Rose said his younger cousin, who is like 18 or 19, can write a book about being outed, but a 30-something-year-old man cannot. Billy Goat did respond to Honest Rowe and basically said that Honest Rowe is scorned because he rejected Honest Rowe. My perspective, I don't believe that Honest Rowe is acting like a scorned person. In fact, if the Billy Goat did reject Rowe, then Rowe took that rejection much better than the Billy Goat seems to be taking Lemon's rejection. Hello? Because if the Billy Goat is going to fix his mouth to respond to Rowe and say that Rowe is acting like a scorned lover who was rejected, that I would say that Billy Goat for the last 2 years has been acting like a scorned lover who was rejected as well. I thought it was so funny how he sat there trying to say that he rejected Roe and this why Roe this, that, and the third. But he still can't move past whatever this is with Lemon. And now he is ready to write a book about it. Billy Goat said that he is trying to write a book as far as to get past his trauma. I think that he just needs to go see a therapist. Maybe he just needs to log off. So, yeah, a book is coming out, but Honest Rose said, absolutely not. There is no need for you to be writing a book. So there's that. Also, so yesterday, for whatever reason, because I really haven't been checking for Reed like that, but for some reason, Reed decided to post to her community wall a picture of her smiling. It just showed up in my timeline just out the blue yesterday. I was just scrolling, trying to find something to watch, and I saw Reed on her picture smiling. And she put a caption, something about how she loved her smile or something. Now I know last weekend me and Reed was going back and forth having a beauty competition, a beauty contest. But I thought that that ended last week. But it seemed like Reed might still be having the beauty contest, the beauty competition on the community wall by herself. I haven't, really took no shot at Reed since this past weekend, and I haven't posted any new pictures of myself, to show Reed how beautiful my teeth look. So it just seemed like out of the blue that Reed would post that, and then it made me wonder if it was like something just lingering, some lingering insecurity that just kind of presented itself on her YouTube community wall. And before I could even say anything or decide even if I was going to address it at all, Lipstick Alley addressed it for me. And please like my video if y'all have not. Good morning to Jackie C. Good morning to everybody. Like the video as you come in. Yeah, before I could even decide how I wanted to proceed with addressing what Reed did, Lipstick Alley addressed it for me. They had picked up Reed's picture and started having a field day over there in their little thread area. And this lady, the Pan African Queen, put Reed's post, and y'all see Reed's post said, "When that smile comes from the inside." And it's a picture of Reed smiling, but I did take Reed's face off of here because I know that Reed don't flag, but just in case. But the Pan African Queen did say, "I had to see this monstrosity, so y'all do too. Good evening." So already where Reed posted the picture like she was trying to make me feel some type of way, Lipstick Alley is now having a field day calling her a monstrosity. So that just says it all. Not only did they call her the monstrosity and repost the picture, but then they shared the picture and someone said, "Boy, ha 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 ha. Please stop." I scrolled on to McSpitty's ugly ass and choked, laughing my ass off. That upper lip and those bad lifters is sending me, or excuse me, bad fitters is sending me. Then they put, "She's back like cooked crack," as she would state. This is them having a field day over there. Somebody else said, "How come she can't comb her hair or steal a good wig? She is a booster, isn't she?" Then somebody has an archive of Reed videos where that person started going through a whole bunch of Reed videos through their archives and throwing it on Lipstick Alley. The first video that they posted from their archive said, "I think she's an ex addict. Preferably crack was her drug of choice, in my opinion." And then this person said, "I think she is too. She never talks about that though. Has to be a good reason for her to be bald mouth." So I say, when you are trying to throw shade just out the blue, putting your smile on here for whatever reason, even though nobody even asked about your smile, but maybe it's an attempt to make you feel better about your own smile or convince you that you actually like your smile. When you do that out the blue like that, then the Lipstick Alley people just come out and get the dragon. And essentially all of those drags that I just showed you there makes it where I don't even have to respond or say anything about Reed's smile. The picture of Reed's smile and everything that came along with it from all of those strangers on LSA speaks for itself. So Reed, the people have spoken. Stop posting your picture about your smile. You are opening yourself to scrutiny, and now it's an LSA font over there that's opening up the vaults and taking out videos and videos and videos and videos from yesteryear. And them videos is crazy, crazy, crazy. I looked at like 2 or 3 of them and I was like, "Oh my God." Now I could try to get some gifts made out of it, which this weekend I might have to work on get some gifts made out of those videos over there. But read, when people ain't talking about you, just let people not talk. Because as soon as you post your picture of you smiling, you gonna get people to talking, but they ain't talking about you in the way that you want it. They talking about you in a negative way. Stay out the spotlight. Stay out the negativity. Thank you. All right. So now that I got that part on out the way, let me go ahead and maneuver a little bit more down my list. I have so much for y'all to talk about with y'all today. And as I am maneuvering through my list, let me go ahead and transition with y'all again. And I want to say good morning to Sarah Van. Good morning to Well Looky Looky. Good morning to Robin, moderator, member. Good morning to Michelle. Good morning to everybody who just came in. Please like the video as you come in. Now, next thing that I want to let y'all know is that Glitter Boots wants me banned offline. Glitter Boots is hell bent on getting me banned offline, and I think he's a dumb fool and a dumb idiot. He's most definitely a miserable old soul, that Glitter Boots. And actually, while I am speaking about him, let me go ahead and grab his picture. That Glitter Boots is a miserable, dumb, old soul trying to get me offline. He is under the impression that he will be able to get court records and court documents and send them to YouTube in order to get me banned. Thus far this week, he has already went and tried to get court documents about VS to get VS banned. And now he is getting court documents from me. Now, I have told Glitter Boots multiple times that I've never been convicted of anything. But even though I've said that I don't have any convictions, which is factual, Glitter Boots is still hell bent on court documents. Now, I did say in Envy's chat that I would have definitely had posted my documents myself because I do have them, but I don't want to take the fun out of Glitter Boots doing this wild goose chase to get the documents himself. Plus, I don't want to help him. So I'm going to let Glitter Boots go through all of this to get the documents himself, so that he could see that I don't have any conviction. And then once he look at the documents and see that there was no conviction to my name, then what is he gonna do? That's the question. Then what is poor Glitter Boots gonna do? I'm pretty sure that he is gonna deflect and try to go another route. I think it's too interesting how the people believe Glitter Boots and his foolishness, because he is the same person that was hell bent on getting Ness off of here. Remember when he was going after Ness's second channel, the backup channel, where every day he was doing content, calling and emailing YouTube, trying to get Ness taken off here, even threatening to sue them if Ness didn't leave. And Ness is still with us. She just ended up finding Jesus. Well, I feel like when Glitter Boots runs out of content and he has nothing else to talk about, that's when he decides to go on this weird ass crusade of trying to get someone off the internet, and he uses that as content filler because his pea brain is too dumb to understand that I guess his pea brain is too dumb to make content out of everything else that we are seeing. So instead he will make content out of allegedly getting someone banned off YouTube. The end result is always that he never gets them banned, i.e. Ness, i.e. VS, i.e. me. But he is still going to just use it as useless content for his audience over there, because y'all will sit there for hours and listen to him ramble about stupid shit. Thank you so much, Jen Jen Wins, for the donation. It is much appreciated. Good morning to I Am Enough. Good morning to Ebony with an IE. Good morning to everybody. Melissa Scott said he needs to worry about his health care. Yes, he does, Melissa. And let me put this for Jen Jen. Thank you so much for the donation. It is greatly appreciated. Ebony said, I think he's showing signs of dementia. And then Jackie said, Glitter Boots, did you pay your water bill this month? We the people want to know. That's what they want to know, Glitter Boots. Not about you getting me banned. But Glitter Boots, like what I had told you before, and I've told plenty of the internet, I don't have any convictions to my name, Glitter Boot. In order for me to have any conviction to my name, I would have to be adjudicated. And I was never adjudicated for anything. But you can keep going ahead and giving your audience fake content, and we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Okay, so that's that about Glitter Boots trying to get me banned off of the internet and off social media. Now, let me go ahead and move on. Glitter Boots also has been targeting and harassing Misunderstood. Glitter Boots put the investigator who is investigating the fire on his live stream. What Glitter Boots has been doing is recording that investigator and then going live and playing the recording of the investigator on this live stream. Meanwhile, the investigator has no idea that Glitter Boots is recording the conversations and putting it on this live stream. Then, just on Wednesday, Glitter Boots was live and the investigator called Glitter Boots' phone related to this fire. Glitter Boots answered the phone call with a panel of 3 other people up there. Was Shelly, Rodney, and somebody else up there. I can't remember who the other person was. But Glitter Boots answered the phone of the investigator while he was live, and he on purpose and deliberately did not put himself on mute so that way his full panel of people could hear his conversation with the investigator. The sneaky fucked up part about it is you can clearly hear the investigator ask him if he's being recorded or if he is live, in which Glitter Boots tells the investigator no, he's not being recorded, and no, he's not live. Meanwhile, he is live with the investigator there on the phone. That was documented. I made sure that I documented it, Glitter Boots. It was me. I made sure that I documented it, and I made sure that the investigator was made aware of what you did. So if you heard at all that the investigator called you and told you about your abhorrent behavior, it's because of me, because I made sure to document, screen record you and that fuckery that you did, and I got it to the right hands. Stop playing with them people and interfering with their investigation. This investigation that they are doing about this fire is not a game. So you need to stop playing with it. Also, you are getting on the live stream soliciting people's information as if these investigators told you to do that. Stop lying to them people and asking people to send you information talking about the investigators wanted. That's a bold-faced lie. As a response to Glitter Boots' lie of a video, Misunderstood went live on her own channel yesterday morning, and she called out all the lies, and she said that she spoke to the investigator, and the investigator said that they have not asked Glitter Boots to provide them with any information. Misunderstood said all of the information that the investigators ever needed from her, she gave to them. Misunderstood is even willing to provide her identification, a copy of her identification if they need that. But Glitter Boots is on his stream asking people to send Misunderstood's information, to send Ken's information, to send Dee Dee Loop Loop's information, to send all these people information. So he's actively encouraging his supporters to harass and dox the people that are involved up in this fire case. And he is saying that he's doing it on behalf of the detectives and investigators. And Misunderstood did ask the detectives and investigators about it. And the detectives and the investigators said that they did not ask Glitter Boots to do any such thing for them on their behalf. So Glitter Boots is inserting himself doing all of this for malicious intent and not because he is trying to help the investigators with their investigation. Okay, so let's see. LaDon said the old decrepit fart needs to sit down somewhere. And Robin said that man is evil. Jackie C said, Glitter Boots, your mammy needs to give you a hug and love because you are truly hurt. Who hurt you? We the people want to know. His daughter doesn't even fuck with him. And Ebony with the IE said the ironic part is that he needs to be banned from YouTube. Correct. He is so hell bent on trying to get me and others banned that he really should be banned. But I do say good luck to Glitter Boots on finding a conviction of mine that does not exist. Um, Also, Pizarro is anxious about being exposed because VS is relentlessly pursuing trying to serve Pizarro legally. Also, Pizarro got an attitude with me at Envy's for no reason, cussed me out and everything. And she said that she was cussing me out because she was trying to get all her cussing out before she went to her new sector. She wanted to be nasty, mean, and vile towards me because she wanted to get it out of her system before she starts at her new sector. Also, I overheard her getting real saucy with Code over at Lemon's platform. Now, speaking of Code at Lemon's platform, I told y'all I was going to be getting back to Code. So the D Ham show is one of our beef sector people who does music and AI intros and outros and stuff like that for the content creators here. D Ham has done a few different songs. I know for sure for me, when my birthday rolls around, D Ham will make sure he does like a nice little happy birthday rendition over there for me up on his channel. It's beautiful, it's nice. D Ham supports all of us here in the beef sector. Well, D Ham created a beef sector song, and in his song, it was a really good creation, if I'm going to be honest. One of his best songs that he's done. Laurie debuted that song at Lemon's platform in the wee hours of the morning, and Lemon's people enjoyed the song. The song is like 4.5 hours long. They loved the song that was done. I did share the song on my community wall for anybody that's interested. On my Dundada community wall, the song is shared. When I shared the song, I did tag Code because Code heard a line in the song about somebody eating noodles, and Code assumed that line in the song was about him. He made such a big deal on Lemon's platform and panel, or excuse me, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Ladon, thank you for correcting me. 4.5 minutes. The song is 4.5 minutes, not 4.5 hours. My bad. But Code heard a line about eating noodles in the song and automatically assumed that that line was about him. And I had to let Code know that the song is for the beef sector. He is not of the beef sector. So if it was a song about the Umar sector and there was a line about noodles, then yes, that line would be about Code. But because the song is specific, the title says beef sector, that line about the noodles is not about him. And actually, Rico's panel said, no, that's not about you. The line about the noodles is about our beloved Rico, the barber, Rico, the bartender, Rico, who will P-bomb your ass. That line in the song was meant for Rico, not Code. But Code is desperately trying to do all this diversity inclusion amongst the beef sector that he tried to include himself in a beef sector song that was not related to him. Oh, and I forgot to take Glitter Boots' picture down. Let me take Glitter Boots' picture down. My bad, y'all. Okay, y'all can see me. But yeah, so Cole wants to belong so much that the beef sector song, the man put a line about noodles. Code said it was for him. No, Code, you are from the Umar sector. Maybe he will make D Ham. Could you please make a Umar sector song, please? D Ham, if you catch my replay, make a Umar sector song and put it on your community wall so that you can mention Code. So that Code could feel included up in the Umar sector song. Thank you. Oh, ghetto, you taking the words right out of my mouth because the new sector, D Ham made a song for the new sector. Ghetto, you need to get over there to D Ham's channel. Follow the video that I posted already on my community wall to get the D Ham's channel. He already made a new sector song over there. And he tagged Pizarro in the comments of his new song for the new sector. And Pizarro still has ignored it and didn't go look. But there is a new sector song that he made for y'all over there. So go and find that. Um, Also, while I'm on the terms about these new songs, I do have to let y'all know that Big Man TV has put his own music out here too. If y'all missed it, it's okay. I got y'all covered about Big Man's latest song. Big Man actually did his latest hit right here. Um, his song is called Peter Griffin, and it's an Envy diss track. This Peter Griffin Envy diss track by Big Man was dropped about a day or two ago on Big Man TV's channel. So y'all definitely need to go over there and give it a gander. I will go ahead and give y'all a few notable quotes from the diss track that Big Man put out against Envy in this new rap. So the notable quotes are: Peter Griffin Envy, your girl wants church dudes. BMTV stepping in with the truth. That's the line number one. The next notable quote from the song: she says she wants love with direction, not another man chasing attention. That's number two uh quote from the song. Quote number three: everybody knows the vibe done changed. People see through the cap in the fame. Number four: you used to shine, now you ain't the same. Too much drama attached to your name. Number five: she says she wants peace on the Sunday, good vibes, no stress on a Monday. Not another live stream going one way with arguments every single day. Bars. Those are the notable quotes from Big Man TV's diss track to Envy. Again, the diss track to Envy is called Peter Griffin. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all give Big Man a click and a view up on his diss track about Envy, because he did work hard in order to get the song together. Please like my video for this informative news. And also, there is the link right there. I just dropped it for the diss track so that y'all can hear this song in its entirety on your own. Big Man TV. He coming for Envy. Now the question is, will Envy respond? Will Envy respond to the diss track that Big Man just put out here on Envy? Will Envy respond to what Big Man had to say? Now that we got that on out the way, we are going down the pipeline. Wonderful. So, with that part being out the way, let's go ahead and do it justice here. And please like my video. Get the likes up. It's 300 people in here. The likes definitely need to move up as I get to the meat and potatoes of my show. So I titled this show Holy Macintosh and Bazookas. And the reason why I titled this show Holy Macintosh and Bazookas is because the latter portion of the week has centered around, in Big Man's words, our one and only church girl, RYTV, RYTV is the token church girl of the sector. Token church girl, and I use that in quotations. And I call this holy Macintosh because of the holiness that is RNYTV. I call it holy Macintosh because it appears that VS is coming at RNYTV with a vengeance. And then, of course, Bazookas, because we already know about the Bazooka story. Now, so what has happened is VS and RYTV and Envy are still falling out with each other. So in my last recap, I did tell y'all that I was waiting on Envy to respond to VS. Envy was supposed to respond to VS a couple of times up on his own channel, but he didn't do it. Then when he went to Lemon's channel where he was supposed to respond, that was the video that the Billy Goat did the false flag on. And when the Billy Goat did the false flag on that video, that caused the video to get taken down. So we never did get to see Envy's response. Envy pretty much was pussyfooting around responding. So on Wednesday night, VS ended up coming live, and VS ended up speaking about the Apple Store. VS said that she is a customer of the Apple Store and she has several Macintosh products. She uses those products daily and she is a paying customer there. And essentially, she was alluding to the fact that RNYTV has some type of association with the Apple Store and Macintosh products. VS did reference a video that RNYTV did, an interview specifically where RNYTV was interviewing M. Bernadette on her Girl Talk Sunday show. And I guess they ended up talking about their work life or something. I really don't know how that, the context of it. But according to VS on the interview, they were talking about their work history, and I guess RNY made mention of her being some type of trainer or something as it relates to Apple products. And you know, I guess, and sorry y'all, I had to take a sip of my iced coffee and I had a little piece of ice, sorry. But I guess, when she was talking about her experience as a trainer for the particular company, she had good things and bad things to say about it, about her experience. Now, I don't believe that she was trashing the company. No, she was just, talking about her authentic experience for the company. Well, VS was able to take this little piece of information from this interview, and according to VS, she's concluded that this is a place of employment for RNYTV. So then VS proceeded to look up the social media guidelines and bylaws for this particular company, what is tolerated as far as social media behavior and things of this nature. Was just a lot. And VS said that as a paying customer, she wanted to inquire about how they felt if one of their employees is on social media behaving in a certain way. Specifically, VS is using the fact that RNYTV. Okay, Rex. Uh, you could type the question up in here, but VS was saying that RNYTV was on here with some KY jelly, which was implying sexual acts. And I guess the company policy has something against sexual acts or sexual stuff as it relates to social media. Something like that, y'all, where I guess the code of conduct, you cannot be doing certain things in a sexual nature. Based on what she said, the whole social media code of conduct for that specific company seems to pretty much mean that you can't even live or have a life outside of that company. which sounds very, very unfortunate that, you can't have a sex life, or you can't have conversations about a sex life, or make jokes about having a sex life, or KY jelly, or whatever. Um, it's very, very unfortunate to say the least. But so VS started doing phone calls and stuff like that. Or not phone calls. She didn't do phone calls. I think she might have sent the email or something to inquire, I think. But anyway, VS's live was just her basically throwing that nugget out there to everybody. And then yesterday, Envy responded his 1 o'clock show, and basically said that he went on ahead and took the entire Thursday to play offense, in which, or no, he's playing defense. He said he's playing defense, where he needed to contact his attorneys and stuff related to his business, because RNY TV's YouTube presence is an affiliation with his business. I think her, as a content creator, she is doing business as RNY TV, but she is under the umbrella of one of Envy's companies, and Envy is going to utilize his company. Good morning, Tulsa. Envy is going to utilize his company to protect RNY TV against VS. He did say that he contacted the legal department for his particular company because he don't have time to be trying to go through the YouTube legal department to get help. He said instead of him going through YouTube legal and hoping that they actually acknowledge an email or acknowledge his correspondence, he is instead going to use the legal company through his own, the legal through his own company. He also stated that whether it costs in the six figures, because he said that the lawyer that they utilize charges like $500 an hour, and he said that he is willing to run up the tab and run up the invoice up to six figures in order to make sure RNY is protected, because now he feels that there is a threat. Also, he spoke for RNY in his 1 o'clock show and said that RNY feels threatened on the internet, and she no longer feels comfortable. I think it was even talked about RNY needing a mental health day as it relates to this, because VS is coming on strong as it relates to all of this. VS did come live after Envy's 1 o'clock show. She did a 14-minute video in which she said that it is not against the law for her as a paying customer for this company to contact them about her business being discussed by one of their employees, her jail information being discussed by one of their employees, her previous criminal charges and our history being discussed by one of their employees, especially considering that she's a customer. VS, I guess she was kind of forming as like it being some form like a conflict of interest that RY is discussing VS on here. And then also she did bring up about the code of conduct as far as the KY jelly and the lube. She also said that she is not afraid of whatever Envy is trying to do, and she is not afraid of the courtroom. She said she's seen the courtroom plenty of times, and she does not run from the court. She said, as people saw when it came to the fire, she ran to the problem. She did not run from the problem. Please like the video. Go ahead and get the likes up so that I could continue to tell y'all about this. I mean, clearly y'all are engaged in this stuff that y'all didn't hear because I had to get the details of this. So go ahead and get the likes up. Okay, so yes. So VS is saying that she is going to pursue whatever she needs to pursue and that she didn't do anything wrong. VS also noted that, which is something that I knew, but then I guess I forgot about. You know how you know a piece of information, but you throw it to the back of your mind and you don't realize it until somebody says it. But I guess VS and RNYTV are both in the state of Virginia, which I knew VS was there, of course. And I knew RNY was there too because I think RNY and Lori was supposed to meet up a few times to hang out and stuff, and like RNY and ODS and stuff, and RNY and Honest Road. So I remember RNY was being in that area, but it kind of slipped my mind until VS brought it up. But VS was alluding to the fact that both of them are residents of the Commonwealth of Virginia. So VS is most definitely not afraid of any legal situation as it relates to RYTV. And VS said that she is prepared to do whatever she got to do in order to protect herself going forward as it goes. Now, Envy did come back at 5 p.m. on his show and spoke again with R&Y with him. And he was basically saying that he is going to utilize his company to the best of his ability to make sure she is protected. He said that he protects artists on a bigger scale for a living in this way. That's what he does. So RY is not going to be any different, and that she has nothing to worry about. RY did give a PSA and a statement on the 5 o'clock show with Envy yesterday, in which she did. Good morning, DC moderator. In which she did say that she wants to be left alone. She would not call VS by name, but she said to the lady, I think she said the lady over there or the lady in Virginia or something. She said she don't want to be mentioned. She said don't speak about her, don't talk about her XYZ. R&Y said that as it relates to VS's court thing, she was actually on VS's side. As far as Glitter Boots trying to pull VS's court records to get VS taken off of YouTube. And R&Y finds it perplexing that with her being on the side of VS as it relates to what Glitter Boots has been trying to do to VS, that VS would still in turn go after her in this way. Envy is also bewildered and shocked that VS would come at R&Y in this way, considering R&Y's position on everything. But R&Y did say that she doesn't want to be spoken on, and she said she will not speak on that individual. Envy said that he is going to continue to do what he has to do. VS did do a couple of community wall posts towards the evening, but she didn't go live again to address any of it. At this point, I don't know if VS heard the PSA that R&Y did give at that 5 o'clock show, and if she is just going to leave the whole situation alone or not. I'm not sure. That has been unfolding though, and that is the reason why I said holy Macintosh and Bazookas. Because with Envy doing this legal thing to help R&Y and using his company to help R&Y, I couldn't help but think back on the whole Lemon situation in the Bazooka. When the Bazooka situation happened with Lemon, and R&Y was supposed to be seeking legal recourse against Lemon because she felt like her life was threatened. They did this whole show, big showboating. This was the grand opening of R&Y TV's independent YouTube channel with this information. Only for a month or two later, and RY is now dancing all up in Lemon's chat. Envy is dancing all up in Lemon's chat. They are talking to him. They are buddy with him. He is allowed to be over there. He got a wrench on Envy's channel. Envy got a wrench over there. A lot of it just seems like hogwash, and I gotta call it for what it is because I was one of the few people, me and VS, that clicked R&Y's link that day when R&Y felt threatened about the bazooka and said that she was seeking legal recourse about Lemon, and we clicked her link and stood in solidarity with her on that issue. I know that I stood because I said I have been taken to court for far less And after hearing the clip that RY played about what Lemon said, I said, well, I will stand in solidarity with you and I will be willing to. And good morning to Tisa. Good morning to Zoe. Good morning to everybody coming in. Oh, good morning, VS. I said I would be willing to stand in solidarity with you and even write a letter to the courts as far as what I know, a character letter, a witness letter, all of these things. So it baffles me that after me saying that I would stand with R and Y for this because I was willing to take it seriously with her, because I was looking around seeing so many people not take this situation seriously. And I wanted to be one of those people to take it seriously and take her concerns, to validate her feelings and her concerns. Only for 2 months later, and it's like, why did I even validate anything? Because clearly it was a hawk of bullshit. And I gotta call it out. If she felt like her life was threatened or in danger, R&Y, there should be no reason for you to be dancing all up in Lemon's chat today. It lets me feel like it was all cap and it was all a play to grow your channel, which now you are monetized, which congratulations. But don't use the women's rights and women's need to stand together and women need to have each other's back. Don't use that angle and play on the emotions of women to stand behind you and back you up in your cause when you say that you feel threatened and everything, and you felt so threatened that you needed to reach out and make a report about this, only for you to in turn go right back and be acting like nothing ever happened, because it feels like it was a waste of my time and it was a waste of my empathy. And I don't empathize with people too often, but when I do empathize with people, I don't like for my empathy to go in vain. And I feel like my empathy has gone in vain with this circumstance because you were singing a totally different tune than what you initially sang as it related to the bazooka. And as it related to your life being threatened, as it related to Lemon, threatening you and all of this and envy, he gonna help you do whatever you need to do and all this. And so all of that happened and we got emotionally involved as far as that goes, or at least I did. And now, about 2 months later, and now Envy is using his company because RY feels threatened and uncomfortable once again. But this time, RY feels threatened and uncomfortable once again. But this time, a woman is doing it. Now, don't get me wrong. In both cases, I validate RY's feelings. But I have to tell you that I'm getting the vibe of the little boy who cried wolf. Because I watched R&Y cry wolf as it relates to her life being threatened with a bazooka. And I need to contact the authorities, get the police. I had to contact my college buddy who is a law enforcement officer. I need to contact all of these people about this, that, and the third. Women need to stick together. Girl talk this, girl talk that. And that was a waste of time and a waste of emotional resources for me. And so then now here we are with VS and this mess that she's pulling. And I don't know if it's just the little boy who cried wolf. That we just gonna do all of this big cap and let's make a whole show over at Envy's about this, and Envy is about to get his company and his business. What is he wanting us to go to his business website so that we can run his numbers up, or is he wanting to promote his business? Is this a promotional gag? What is going on here? Because at this point I can't take it seriously, unfortunately, because it sounds like you crying wolf. And please like the video if you have not. And what's good, Ari Love? Good morning. And good morning, C Mac. So Ari Love said she did this same shit with the whole lemon situation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then Tisa said she never subbed. Okay. Yeah, because it's like I definitely don't want RY being a new CC. I don't want her to get into the habit of using these life situations as uh, a play. I guess I gotta call it a play. These life situations as a play to get views, as a play to have content, as a play to get empathy, as a play to get subscribers, as a play to run her numbers up, you know. I don't want that. I want to be able to hear R and Y have a concern, and I want to be able to take it seriously and know that she is serious about whatever it is. And it's just right now, it's way too soon in her YouTube quote unquote career for her to keep having these situations that arise. For her and Envy to, you know, use use the emotions and feelings of the audience as a manipulation tactic or as clout or whatever. That's just my thought. So I say all that to say I don't necessarily know that I even believe any of this stuff. So I'm recapping it because I saw it and I heard it on the videos. But when Envy did do his lives, I did roll my eyes because I'm just like, this again. R&Y is the damsel in distress again. Even though the last time she was a damsel in distress, not even 2 months later, she all up in the over there at Lemons. Make it make sense. Y'all playing too much. And I don't like that. And I gotta be honest, I don't like it. Now, of course, you're gonna do whatever you want to do because it's y'all's channels. Y'all make content with whatever y'all make content with. But you just can't expect me to give my empathy or to take it seriously at all based on the track record. Because Envy was over there talking a lot about the track record. And I'm just saying, y'all already getting off of the rookie a rocky track record as it relates to RY in these situations. That's all I could really say about that. Please like my video if y'all have not. Now, while Envy was doing his 5 o'clock show, as it relates to VS and as it relates to him utilizing the resources of his company to protect RNY TV from VS, Diva did drop down in Envy's chat. She must have been cloud surfing and she dropped down to let Envy know that she was in attendance. I guess Diva's name was up in the title. And so Diva was like, I'm in attendance. You calling for me? What did you need? Envy was going to wait to address Diva's part later, but Diva was becoming impatient in the chat where she said that she is on her hiatus. She done left and she just only came back because of her name being in there. She needed Envy to tell her what's going on. Otherwise, she was going to go. So Envy did attempt to engage in a conversation with Diva while Diva was up in the chat. The conversation really didn't go anywhere. It was kind of circular, where essentially Envy was saying that he wanted to have a conversation with Diva, but Diva is saying that there was a lack of loyalty. And then she started talking about the rank and how her rank wasn't respected or something about her rank. And again, they really didn't get anywhere. So they end up just agreeing to part their separate ways, which is what they did. Nothing was resolved. So it was almost like they agreed to disagree. Diva ended up, saying bye to them, and she kept it moving. And there's that. Now, I will say though, the fact that Envy was open to having a conversation with Diva, but it didn't go according to what I think he wanted it made me wonder if he was possibly wanting to reconcile or get back on a better page with Diva so that him and Diva would be back cool now that VS is waging this type of war against them. The strategist in me wondered if maybe Envy is just trying to make things right with Diva currently because he don't know what he is up against as it relates to VS and whatever she about to pull, and the fact that VS and R&Y are in the same state, and the fact that they talking about these legal games while living in the same state. I was thinking that possibly Envy wanted to have have Diva in his corner versus against him with this. Good morning, Corio. But yeah, they didn't end up resolving anything, and Diva ended up leaving and going on about her business. So there's that. Diva did say that she is going to continue to enjoy her break away from everybody and away from the madness because YouTube has not been fun. It took the fun out of it. Um, but yeah, she stand firm in the fact that she has a certain level of rank that was not respected. So that was pretty much the last thing that I had. Also, I am in the process of trying to get one of your favorite troll pages taken up out of here. That's currently in progress. There is one troll page that is currently using my image, and y'all know I love to play a good email game. So I decided to go ahead and start emailing as it relates to this troll page with my image to see if I could go ahead and get that page dismantled. And if I am successful in my endeavors, then these troll pages with my image is really gonna have to watch out. But this is my first time toying with this whole thing to see exactly what I can do. I'm looking to see the power of my email power. If I'm able to wipe out this one troll page that I got my eye on, if I successfully do that, then there will be more emails to follow suit. And all of the troll pages that have my likeness in their pictures will be annihilated. Will be annihilated. And that's not a threat. It's a promise. It's a promise. Choreo, it's a troll page with my picture. But I'm not about to promote the page. Why would I promote the page? That don't make sense, do it? But yeah, so Jackie C said, "How Envy gonna be on Diva's side? When she clearly boldly said she doesn't like R&Y. Boy, you take these men seriously either." Well, look, I think that he was just ready to have some type of conversation. I think he was just ready to have some type of conversation with her about it. And that's fine, Corio. I know you haven't had your coffee yet. Because I'm like, girl, I ain't about to promote the page. But once I end up taking the page down, then I'm going to reveal the page. But I gotta see my mission through first. I'm not going to put the cart before the horse and exclaim victory yet until I actually have the victory. But then once I do, then I'll be prepared to bring it all up for y'all so that you can see. VS said, "I never mentioned anyone's name. That's going over people's head. They came out attacking me and I rebuttal." Okay, so which when I saw the live, VS didn't mention the name when she was talking about Apple. She did not say a name. She referenced the interview, but not a name. And I think people use context clues to develop a name. Now I will say that I did hear people do commentary about why Envy even came out here to confirm anything, because it seemed like Envy might have confirmed that this was accurate information. Whereas I guess Envy could have took the stance of no, this information is not accurate, and kind of denied the information and kept it moving in that way. Um, but instead, when Envy came out here using his company, then it almost is like he validated the information that was spoken about. So it's a sticky situation, because honestly, I don't like that it went this far at all. Like, it just seemed like it went from 0 to 100. But I've seen VS fight people. I've seen her fight people before. And I think that this was very quick to escalate, but at the same time, people have said that I escalate very quickly up on folks, so I can't really judge nobody. Um, I wish both parties well in it, but I have to say, yeah, um, it feel like how it was, how they just made a whole bunch of content about Lemon being this bad guy, and then the content stopped. They grew the channels, they monetized RY, and then now RY is friends with him now that she monetized. That's what it looked like. It looked like they play on the audience and the people, including myself, to build and grow RY's channel up to monetization. And now all that threat that RY felt that Lemon was done went out the window. So there's that. So yeah, that's my last note as it relates to my commentary and my content. And so that's pretty much all that I had to say. Let me go ahead and get back over here. And please like my video if you have not. Thank you. I'm trying to see if I got time to do the link drop. I guess I could drop it real briefly. Let's see. Let me drop it here. Let me grab the link here and bring it on over here to drop it. And good morning, everybody coming in. What's good, Officer Charles? Let's see. Oh, VS said, and she was discussing me last night on Lemon's Live. I posted the receipts on my community wall. Okay. Tisa said, if it wasn't for recap channels, I wouldn't know most of this was going on. Okay, Tisa, well, I'm happy I'm able to help you. VS said they doing this for clicks and views. And the Officer Child said the downfall of R&Y being a pick me. I wouldn't call R&Y all of that, because I do like R&Y. But I just don't want this to be what she is building her channel up on, because it's going to be hard to take her seriously whenever she really have a serious concern. That's how I feel about it. Um when she really have a serious concern. So I did drop the link. I think it was, I don't know what in the hell Rex got to tell me. I put it there, but I don't know what he got to tell me as it relates to what I'm talking about, because I only want to talk about what I done talked about here. So Corio said, how did come to paperwork against each other, VS and R&Y? Do I need the red ball back? Still no coffee. See, Corio, I don't know. All I know is VS did a live on Wednesday talking about an interview that she watched on YouTube, and somebody was talking about where they worked, and then she started going about the guidelines and the bylines of the company and all this kind of stuff. But what VS put up in here, she never put a name to it. Now the context clues pointed to R&Y, but she never said a name. So then once she did that live about that, I think Envy kind of took that information and went live on his 1 o'clock show yesterday and said that he was getting his company involved, and he was getting the legal team behind his company to represent RY. So then once Envy came talking about getting the legal side of his company involved in this, then VS went live again yesterday and was saying that she don't mind going to the court and that she don't run from problems, she run to the problem. And she was talking about the fact that both of them up in the state of Virginia. So it escalated very quickly. Like within a matter of 24 hours, it went from 0 to 100. I think that you would have to tune in on each side to see what propelled each side to go so quickly. Like specifically VS to go so quickly about the job part, because the job part just came so fast. But then VS was saying that they was discussing her court case, her IHOP case. And she said that if they could discuss her business, her IHOP case, even though all of that happened in 2020 and it's been almost a decade ago, then she felt like she could discuss the business of others. Something like that. Okay, Rex is back here. Let me make sure that's him. Okay. Yep, it's him. Good morning, Rex.
Good morning, Jay Dun Dun.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I told you I'm not like I only need a couple minutes. It's not gonna be too long. So little birdie, you know what I do? Let me tell you something. What I love about your show and somebody else from YouTube that I talk to sometimes. That you make the most logic in the beef sector. You just saying you used to go live like that, but sometimes I don't be up in the morning. Sometimes I gotta leave out. Sometimes I be asleep. But when I hear you, you make sense. The rest of these motherfuckers just be talking crazy shit.
Well, thank
So
you. I appreciate that, Rex.
no, I mean that. No doubt about that. That's some that's real shit, I'm telling you. So a little birdie told me, right? So Ghetto was enjoying. I'm not trying to start no trouble, but I'm just gonna be Ghetto was getting married. I heard that part. And you know what I like about you too? You hold everybody accountable, grown men and all. So they told me, from what I hear, Ghetto getting married. I heard that part. They said Lemon gonna be it, and I just wondered because Ghetto from New Jersey, and I know you gonna say that what I like, what I wanted you to say. I just was trying to find out before he left. If you having that shit in New Jersey, because you know Lemon not allowed down here. Because me and my boys will be coming up. Because I know your hood Ghetto, and we will be pulling up. And guess what? That's a good masjid down there with Muslim brothers. And I know you gonna say, John, and this is why I love you, Jay Dunn. You gonna say, yeah, Lemon, he a grown ass man. See what I'm saying? But Ghetto going nah. So I just wanted to know that. But he must have left when I got in because I was trying to ask him in the chat room. That shit gonna be in Jersey? Cause Lemon not allowed down in your hood, bro.
Well,
Cause
no,
I'm
no,
coming to
no.
the
So hold on, go
Go
on
ahead.
mute.
My fault.
Okay. Yeah, you got to echo. And first, I want to say thank you, Vic, for the donation. So Vic said VS run to the problem, yet running from ZX Diva and China White messy. That was a messy comment, Vic, but thank you so much for the donation. It's greatly appreciated. Um, but okay, so according to Ghetto, I think he got married with Justice of the Peace. Like, because this is his third marriage, and I think he said this is the girlfriend's second marriage, that they not going all out doing a big old wedding. I think he said that they were going to do justice of the peace, and if they do anything, it's going to be her in her neck of the woods. And Ghetto actually moved across country from the Jersey area to where the girl is. So that's where Ghetto currently resides right now.
Okay, that would make sense. And like I said, I'll leave that alone. I just wanted to ask that question because I'm like, I know he ain't coming to North New Jersey. That's not gonna be allowed or acceptable. And that's all I wanted to say. And I love your commentary. And yeah, I told you I wasn't gonna come here act crazy. And how long you gonna be live for? Was you about to close it down? Like what, 5, 10 minutes?
Yep, uh-huh. Yeah, normally for my morning shows, I don't be here too long. So yeah, probably within the next yeah, I would say about 20 minutes or so, maybe 30 minutes, and I'll be done.
And one more thing before I leave. I listen to like I heard it when I was in the chat room one time. Then I heard it on the playback, and I'm like, you though, Jay. Then why these niggas keep mentioning my name? Rex not allowed. You niggas are nerds. Y'all never led nothing in y'all real lives. I've been a foreman, led 22 men, 15 men, 9 men, 17 men. I'm a leader of men in real life. Why the fuck would I follow you dumb motherfuckers anywhere? They said Rex not allowed. Nah, AJ Dunn. I heard what you said. Like you write emails. I'm paying niggas to strike. Well, I'm not. I'm only striking one person channel, but I'm taking channels, so y'all can go wherever y'all want. You stay on YouTube, and I'm taking the boy channel until he come from behind that keyboard and see me. I'm taking the channel, so I don't give a fuck where y'all go. That's all I wanted to say. Now, Lemon, I'm coming for you, boy, on and off YouTube. I'ma holler at you. Y'all be good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rex. All right, y'all. So that was Rex. Y'all know Rex was not gonna be able to get up here. What's good, Ken? Good morning. Rex was not gonna be able to get up here and have a conversation without him giving him a little light threat. He wouldn't be Rex if he didn't threaten somebody. Good morning, Jennifer Thomas. Good morning. Which that was one thing too. It reminded me. My mama used to talk about me talking so much as a kid. Where she said that's how she knew that I was sick when I stopped talking. And I think that that's how we know when Rex is sick, when he stopped giving people threats. That's whenever you know he's sick, you got to check on him, see if he got a fever or a temperature when he stopped threatening people. But good morning to Jennifer Thomas. Good morning to everybody coming in. Let me see if I missed anyone. Oh, good morning to Ken. Good morning to Scorpio Vibes. Good morning. So yeah, he is the threat king. Um, so yeah, oh, and then Ken is here. But yeah, but Rex did do good. I be proud of Rex whenever he come and stay on topic over here. I be proud of him because he do all right. And he didn't do all that cursing and stuff, so I could keep my video. So yeah, I appreciate you, Rex. Thank you. Okay, here is Ken. Let me see what Ken wants.
Yes, yes, Lord. You can ring my bell. Hey, we not gonna just skate past him saying he is a leader of all the boys. Like, what's we're not gonna skate past that.
What
Rex,
that's what
can
Rex said?
you? Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
Jay Dunn. Uh, just these niggas act like they don't understand. I'm the leader of other niggas. I say, hold up, wait a minute. It's too early for all of that. Just like it's too early for Glitter Booty to have my name on his community. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Got my name in his mouth at 6 o'clock. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't even been over there to see what in the hell Glitter Booty got over there.
He
But
got our name up there. You know the three baby. You're disrespectful. Calm down.
yeah, that
I'm on
ain't
the
Zulu.
panel.
That ain't Zulu. That's Ken dog. What's the
That's
dog
Lady
name?
Nola. That's Lady Nola. I don't know what's wrong with her. I mean jealous little dog, you know? She can hear
Mm.
you, so she yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on and throw over the railing or something.
Don't say that out loud but before they call them folks. So, now, Ken, you know better. You know better. What the hell?
You know they'll call. They'll be the call quick too. Hey, you had a good show this morning, though. You had a full lineup this morning. It was good. I was listening the whole time I was cleaning up, and then the wife gonna be gone the whole weekend. I'm gonna run amok. Yes,
Okay.
Lord.
That's good. Now Rex did just come back here. I
Oh
don't.
Lord.
Oh, I guess he about to answer your question about the boys. And
Yeah.
good
Come
morning
on
to
with it.
Truth and Reason.
Don't
Good
come up
morning
here
to
with that
everybody.
cursing, Rex, because I don't want to hear all that. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
too
you be
early for
sounding.
any fight. It's too early for any fight. But let me
Nah,
bring Truth up.
I rock with Rex. Rex, cool.
Okay.
That's the homie.
Okay. Hey Rex.
No, I'm good. No, y'all be misunderstanding. No, I am the
Nah,
leader
nah.
of men.
I know what you meant, Rex. I'm just
Yeah, like
playing.
I
I know what
tell
you meant.
niggas, we gonna build an 8x14 scaffold at 6:30 in the morning. I'm the foreman. Now I'm not somebody over top of it. They tell me the job, and then I tell other niggas how we gonna do it, and we get it done. We got 600 pieces of drywall, nigga. I need three of y'all to get that shit up there by such and such time. 300 pieces. We're gonna
Who
get
is this in
200
the
people
chat?
second floor.
Jackie.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on,
all
Rex.
I'm
Hold on,
saying.
Rex. Hold
Leader
on.
of
I see
real
something that
men,
caught my
bro.
attention. Hold on, Rex. Cause let me see something. Cause my wife gone this whole weekend. Who is this Jackie 770? Who is this
Hey, Ken, stop your shit,
7700?
nigga.
All right, I'm gonna
I'm
shut
gonna
That's
up.
drop
Jackie
down.
C. That's Jackie C.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop down though. Stop
All
your
right,
shit,
Rex.
nigga.
All
All
right.
right.
I'm gonna holler at you. Yeah,
Okay.
that's Uncle Rex. Uncle Rex, cool. I like messing with him.
Yeah, and so he was talking about when he said he lead the boys, he talking about over there with at the work yard at
Yeah,
the
where you work at? He a supervisor.
Yeah, and good morning to Miss Marshall and everybody. But yeah, Jackie 77, I don't know where she I don't know if she a moderator for somebody or what, but I know she come over here and support my channel.
Yeah, can you highlight her? Cause it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and you know,
Okay. Let
you
me
can ring my bell. Let me go. As I get off this panel, I will be playing that song. Hmm.
okay. Well that I highlight her right here. She where
What's
she thought that Lady Nola was Zulu.
hmm. No, that's my little work, sugar. Yeah.
And good morning, MMAC member. Good morning. Okay. So they said this portion of the show is being sponsored by Labor Ready. Not Labor Ready.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He did sound like he did a promo though. He did.
Right. Yeah, but and good morning, Noah's Rooster. Good morning, everybody. But yeah, I didn't know that my name was up over there, but I mean that's fine. He could have whatever. He really getting on my nerves. He is the most obsessive old man ever.
You
Lord.
you know what? You know what's so crazy, Jake? That
What?
now me and VS don't rock with each other. Now y'all making me want to apologize to the lady. Now y'all making me want to tell her I'm sorry because y'all are looking a little weird to me now. Like it's just it's starting to get a little obsessive. Yeah, I like to go back and forth with her. We give each other little nubs, but boy, ZX, you just Jesus Christ, like you're obsessed. But listen, I'm going to put something on my community wall. VS, all you got to do is copy paste, and yeah,
Well, that's one
that's it.
thing, Ken. I don't. Well, I will tell you this. I don't know that VS is gonna be dealing with it. I remember the last time whenever you was on my panel and you was
Hmm.
saying, "Yo, used to be mama." She didn't like that you said that. I think it's up and stuck with y'all at
That's
this
my
point.
mama.
I
That's
think
my
it's up
mama.
and stuck with y'all at this point because all this fire bullshit.
That's my mama.
Well, I just letting you
The
know. I don't
that
think she
fire
gonna
thing.
go look at it.
I
I don't think she gonna go
listen,
look at anything that you post.
listen. That fire thing. This man is the dumbest 97-year-old man I ever seen in my life. This man is slow. You know that man got up there and the man asked him. ZX was not on mute. He asked that the man said, "Hey, well, did you do any interviews with her?" He said, "No, I didn't." I said, "What?"
Oh,
That was the
so
first
you heard it?
interview.
You heard it too? I
Yeah,
heard him lie to that man. I screen recorded it. I was like, this motherfucker just lying. I
he
screen recorded that.
lied and said
Mhm.
that it happened at Pizza First. No, it did not. It was at your place. And not only that, why you didn't tell him about Shelly? Because I'm going to tell him today about Shelly. Because
But
Shelly
you
knew
know,
before all
Shelly
of
was right
us.
there up on the panel. Shelly was on the panel
Exactly.
the whole time it was happening. I screen recorded the entire thing with Shelly up there, everybody up on the panel. I got that footage right there. So,
Well,
mhm.
Jake, Shelly knew before all of us. And listen, if all of us gonna be in hot water, Shelly is gonna be in hot water too. So yeah, you're gonna go ahead on and talk to those people today. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I just see Vic is here. And good morning to Fifi. Good morning to everybody coming in.
Vic, be brief.
Yeah, Vic, because you're right. You right.
So,
Vic,
you know, hey
good
Ken,
Be
morning.
brief. What's up? What's up, Vic?
as the federal
Not federal.
as the Fed's informant, I just wanted to let you know that you are protected.
Oh,
You have
thank you.
immunity, sir.
Oh, yes,
All right, I
Lord.
done already talked to the Feds. You have immunity.
So that means I can tell on everybody.
That means you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Okay, let's go.
You got like the Detroit best friends immunity, and so do you, Jay Dunn. You got immunity. You good? Ain't nothing gonna happen to you.
So we can call the
Vic,
police on Rodney.
Oh, y'all can call whoever you want to call. Like you free.
Say
When you
say
have
less.
federal immunity, that's a big
Mm.
thing. Federal immunity is a bad motherfucker.
Now Vic, she trying to keep the video up.
Now,
Okay.
that Vic is being Vic, but I appreciate you giving me immunity. Thank you
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna need
much.
it because I'm telling today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, luckily for me, yeah, the only person that I got to deal with is Rodney. But I haven't heard him do any more of them threats over there. He's
Well,
trying to simmer down about all that threatening about how he
Jake.
gonna punch me.
No, Jake,
Uh-huh.
hold on. Baby, we still threatened and we still scared. Rodney is a tall man. And
I
yeah, we don't tolerate threats from tall guys, you know?
No, I agree. I agree. I agree, Ken. We're gonna
I
have
will
to
be
figure
telling
out.
today.
Okay. Yeah, because I know you were saying the Dallas. Is it Dallas that
Is that well, I'm
Dallas?
gonna have all that information for you today when I go live because I'm going to be calling them live today. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I wasn't sure which jurisdiction it needed to be. But okay. At least you know.
I'm gonna have all of that today because listen, I'm not playing with them today. And matter of fact, I'm gonna update my community wall. Since he want to do a poll on us, I'm about to do a very zesty poll on him. Watch.
Oh,
Hmm.
and Ken, that's what I meant to tell you too from your post. Yeah, Gay Pride Month is the month of June. So actually, effective on Monday is gonna be Gay Pride Month. Ain't it so funny that Rodney and Glitter done got so close all of a sudden, right to Pride
Hmm.
Month?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, listen, hey, and they two lovebirds too. You ain't gonna mess with him, buddy, and yeah, leave Rodney alone. I said, oh, okay, this is starting to be a little hot, starting to look a little cute. They fighting for each other.
A
I
mess.
said, whoa, hey, Miss Coria.
They leave Rodney alone.
I
Yeah,
better leave
boy, he
Rodney the fuck
said that
alone.
hard. Leave him alone, and leave ZX alone, buddy, because he ain't playing. I said, oh, this is cute. Okay, the little new couple. Yeah, I'm about to
make
do
you
a
make you
lot of
back off a
zesty
little
stuff
bit, right,
today.
kid?
Yeah, I'm a back off because them boys though they love each other, so they don't play. They don't play about each other. But watch today though. Yeah,
Now,
I'm
Vic.
gonna run amok all day.
Now, Vic, I do want to ask you while you up here. Now, why exactly? And then, like what Ken said, be brief now. It, but why is the Billy Goat so mad with you? What in the hell did you do?
I still don't know. I have no idea. Um, I caught it like bits and pieces. Look, this is all I know. Like the last thing I think I remember, I had went into his live stream. Like I had donated and bust up, and the next thing I know, my wrench was gone, just like that. So it wasn't no words. It wasn't really nothing like that. Mainly just assumptions, basically.
So he took
You
your
know.
wrench after you donated?
Well, not right after.
Oh, okay. But you saying that you had been donating and he did that.
Well, it was like that was the last thing I remember doing on his channel. You
Right.
feel me? Like he was doing a live show. I hadn't pulled up in a minute because like when he be live, I be
Hmm.
sleep. You feel me?
Hmm.
So like even now, like it's a rarity I'm up at these hours. So, I caught him, like if I catch you, right? I'm like, oh, here go Jay Dunn. Bam. I ain't got know what the fuck you talking about. They go Jay Dunn. Bam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Vic. They said somebody just texted me and said you did you tell Lemon something about the chicken? Something about he can go clip the chicken video.
No, they were talking about Shakim dropped some food on the ground or some shit, right? So it that had been talked about multiple times. So I said, yo, the video is up. I ain't never see him drop shit. But that video's been up. Ain't nobody ever clipped it. Ain't nobody ever did nothing with it. Ain't no, you feel me? So Lemon turned around and said, yeah, y'all, he was telling people, yeah, man, go see if y'all can't find that video and find that spot or this, that, the other. I didn't say nothing back to that. I just said, yeah, the video's up. All my videos are up. I don't private my shit. You feel me? So I'm like, if he dropped this shit, how come ain't nobody clipped that shit? I don't be flagging either. You feel me? So that was the last part of that discussion, and right along there, he was going back and forth with Envy, not on arguing, but I know they was talking shit about Shakim,
Mm-hmm.
and in the midst of them talking shit about Shakim, bam, the flag happened. So when the flag happened, I'm like realizing like we not on the air and shit. So I'm like, yo, what you want to do? I said, Envy, you going live? I said, I could go live. It don't matter, right? So I end up going live with Lemon StreamYards, but my microphone had went out, and I didn't even know my microphone had went out. So I had to like shut that live down and come back live on my mobile phone. And he clicked the link, and Lemon was the one that told me, he's like, yo, man, you seen Shaquem Wall? This nigga that took your wrench, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like in shock. I'm like, yo, what do you want me to say? Like,
That's wild. So it was just something small like that. That is the craziest thing. He always having a fit about somebody just out the blue. Cause yeah, I was wondering what the whole situation was about or what you even did because you have been trying to be neutral and now you've been walking a tight line, but you've been trying to be neutral between the two of them for a long time. So I was just like, well, what did Vic do that's new?
yo, Jay Dunn, when you and Ness fell out, I never got in the middle of y'all shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew how to motherfucking, be respectful. Like I didn't bring Ness up to you. I didn't bring Jay Dunn up to her. You feel me? Like what the fuck? Hey, it is what it
Right.
is. I can't look, I don't pick people's friends. Nobody's gonna pick mine.
Right. No, I feel you. I feel you, Vic. Well, I mean, I guess that's what it was. He be quick to block people and take wrenches and stuff like a wrench mean the damn thing. But I feel like that's just a way of either him trying to place an ultimatum on you, or either that's just a way of him throwing a virtual temper tantrum at you to or maybe to get your attention. Well, maybe it's because I know that he done had issues with people because they don't click his link over there, which I think is so silly. Because that ain't, if the people is donating to you, then why do they have to click your link? If the people is sharing your video, why do they have to click your link? If the people is liking your video, why do they have to click your link? I mean, support comes in multiple ways is what I'm saying. And it's not like you drop a link where he's spending all his time at your channel, so he expecting the same in return. You don't drop a link where he over there spending time with you, so I don't see why he would expect you to spend time over there.
And it's crazy. I don't put that stipulation on nobody. You feel me? Even the people I fuck with. Like, like I have never even thought to put that stipulation on somebody. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like you got to come to my channel. Like you got to hit my link. You got to pull up. Like I don't even know what that feel like to even ask somebody that shit. Like people pull up, they ask me for the link, I drop it. But other than that, like, like I just run my fucking mouth. Like, yeah, like I've never been a part of that mentality.
Mhm.
Well, if I don't see you every single day of my live stream, I know you're not fucking with me. Like, I don't even put tracers on people like that.
Right. Yeah, I think it's unfair to do that. And please like my video if y'all have not. Please like my video if y'all have not. I think it's unfair to do that. Now, I will say here lately, I've been on Pizarro's ass about going to Demon Soul link, but that's only because Demon Soul spend a lot of time on her link. And so I think it's only fair. But outside of that, I don't understand why he put all this stipulation on everybody because he had got mad at Trish one time because Trish don't be on his link. I think he got mad at Diva for not clicking his link. I think he got mad at YouTube cameras because YouTube cameras don't come click his link. I mean, a lot of the people that he fall out with is because they don't be on his link. It's weird, but I guess. Hmm.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you about that since you was up here because I was curious to know what changed overnight because it just happened overnight.
Yeah, it kind of did. Like look, I was at work. Look, like, came, got off work, caught Lemon ass right quick, ran up there to talk some shit. You know how Lemon be talking shit. He'll bring up Shakim and uh uh, you know, say
Mhm.
some old slick shit, right? I'm not feeding into the slick shit, but envy is. You feel me?
Mhm.
So I'm letting
Mhm.
them have it. That's like if you had another person on your panel right now, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let you talk.
Right.
You
No,
know?
that is true. Hmm. Yeah, well, you did give me at least your feedback about what you thought it was, which it seemed like it was nothing.
Yeah, man. But look, I'm a yeah, I gotta take these badass dogs out. I don't even feel like going outside, girl, because I just got off work. Um, Lord, okay, but I'll be a little messy on my channel. I got to be. It's for the sectors, for all of y'all, for every sector on the planet. Be messy for all of y'all. To hell with it.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you. Well, I definitely peek over there. I peek over there from time to time, Vic, but you don't check your comments. I done came over
I
there
know,
and I type
man.
up in your
I be
comments.
sleep. I swear to God, man. I'll run my mouth and then black the fuck out. Like,
It seemed like because I might drop down up in there and respond to something you
wait.
saying, but after about 5 or 10 minutes,
Right?
I leave because I'm like, this fool ain't even gonna look down at all.
Hey,
So then
look.
I
Hey,
go,
look. But the one comment I always remember, Jay Dunn, when she said, check the cash app for the 25. I took the 25 and went and got the Nissan with it. Ah.
yeah, that is true, and I do appreciate your support over here as well. And it's good that you ain't had to come on here about a car no more, because you used to have the most trouble.
The fuck? No, hell no. That'll never what? No, we not stopping them car campaigns. I done got 3 already. We made for over 4. I, hey, look, I'll stop begging when it stopped working, Jay Dunn. You got me fucked.
Mm-mm, Lord, but
Okay.
yeah, but I do appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
I'm
All
about to.
right.
But
Yeah.
thank you, Vic. I'm gonna close it up and thank you for answering my question.
Yeah. Much love. I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you. So y'all, that was Vic, and then I did also have Rex up here, and then I also had Ken up here. I appreciate the support. Look at these men come over here support my channel. I know they feel like it's a man cave over here. It is a man cave over here. Let me see. So so Ken want everybody to go look at your community, go look at his community wall so that y'all could go vote. So go to Ken's community wall to go vote on his poll, y'all. He is wanting y'all to vote and engage on his poll. Whatever the poll is about, I'm not sure, but he would like y'all's vote and participation. Yeah, it's a man cave over here, Corio. That's why the men feel comfortable coming over here talking to me, shoot the shit from time to time. And they know how to be respectful. I appreciate it. Thank you again to Gemini 75 for contributing to my goal. Thank you to Jen Wins member for contributing to my goal. And thank you to Vic Damone for contributing to my goal. Thank you to everybody for contributing to my goal because I know the Billy Goat is somewhere counting my pockets, trying to see who gave me a donation. And Ken said, we do. We love it here. He think that it's a man cave. And then Rex said, no, he don't think it's a man cave. I'm a lady to him. Stop playing. And Ken said he do think it's a man cave. Well, good. Well, either way, y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome. But yeah, like the video if y'all have not. Thank y'all so much for the support. And for taking the time out of y'all's morning to join me. We have successfully done another week up in the books. I will probably be back at some particular point this weekend to catch up with y'all, depending on what happens. Outside of that, I hope that you guys have a very fantastic Friday. What's good, happy life? And hey, Ray Tricks, moderator member. Y'all take care, be blessed, don't stress. And I guess I will see y'all on the flip side. Let's go out with Zulu, and then I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.